Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. Over the last 20 videos, I think, we have been talking about the whole concept and just laying out the pathway of purpose-driven achievement. But here's a question that I have as we approach this video. When you think you have reached a summit in the attainment of your purpose, what happens next? You all done? No, not even beginning to get done. So the title of today's video is Repeat. I believe with all my heart that God is a dream giver. He gives us all dreams that we want to achieve in life. But the interesting part of it is that He never reveals all of it in one sitting. I have not known one person who has understood completely the pathway step by step that they were going to take. Now, God gives visions to people about the end of what things might look like, but He rarely gives us more than the next step. And I think that the reason that He does that is really twofold. Number one, He wants us to trust Him. He wants us to trust that He knows what's best and that He's constantly looking out for us, and He's using the opportunity in the steps that we take, in the mountains that we climb, to help us grow as individuals and to prepare us for the next step, the next mountain that we're going to climb, if you will. And I think the second thing is that if He revealed everything that we were going to have to go through, both the good and the bad, the growth, the pains, the accomplishments, the disappointments, and the failures, most of us would be so scared that we wouldn't even attempt it. But God is that dream giver. But here's what we have to do. As we are approaching the end of the climb, we're scaling this mountain, and we're finally at a point where we can look up and we can begin to see the peak of the mountain through the clouds. We have to realize that the last 10% is really a lot of effort. One of the things when I worked as a project manager that I used to tell all of my employees was that the two toughest parts of managing a project are the first 10% and the last 10%. The first 10% is getting yourself organized and getting ready to go, and the last 10% is pushing to make sure that you get it across the finish line. And climbing your mountain, achieving part of your purpose, is that and so much more. But then we reach the peak. And when we reach the peak, we pause and we look out, and the view is just tremendous. It takes our breath away, and we just sort of stand there planted, and we can't really move. We're just sort of taking it all in, and it takes our breath away, and our hearts are jumping out of our chests. But then, out in the distance, we see another peak. And we may have to strain a little bit to see it through the clouds, but we realize that there's another peak out there, and that peak towers over the one that we just climbed. And as we strain and as we try to see and define what that peak is and how far away it is and how much taller it is than the peak that we're standing on, that's when the voice of God speaks to us and says, celebrate your accomplishments, relax, re-energize yourself, and get ready. That's the next mountain we're going to climb, because we have a lot more work to do together. That's how the repeat process works. It's not a one and done. Our lives are never ending. And so what happens is that once we climb another summit, God reveals the next summit and the next and the next. And our goal is to keep climbing our entire lives and becoming better people, developing new skills, helping more people in the world, and making our own unique dent in the universe. God bless you. Have a wonderful day today, and keep climbing your mountain.